Holy moly, for Pete's sake. Teenagers, tech issues, snow, not getting to physical therapy today. And I've got my astrology chart up here. We're going to be talking about that too. So, hi, everybody. I am sorry that I had to reschedule a live. So, just to let you guys know, my car was totally snowed in this morning, trying to go to physical therapy. Not fun. I had to shovel my way out. It took me an hour. Cats were out of food. Had to run to the store to get some cat food because I got 5 hungry beasts in this house. And then I got back and had to go get my son's plates for his car because the temps were expired. And I got back to the house. All hell broke loose. And my son needed 5 minutes before I got on here, something finished for his working papers. And then StreamYard decided to delete all of the lives that I set up for the rest of the week. So the lives that I've set up for the rest of the week, I sent out a community post for you guys so you can navigate through the week. Disregard, you're going to get a new one probably tomorrow morning. I am completely beside myself. My hair looks fabulous. So, we'll give it to the hair. So I'm going to tell you guys, like, I'm fussing with my hair, but like my hair has never looked this good in my whole life. So shout out to Steven Statlin at Chop Chop Bang Bang. formerly trained at Vidal Sassoon. So, holy crow, guys. So, I'm seeing you in the chat there. Karen, how many hours between England and the US? Between me and England, it is 5 hours. That is not a psychic guess. That is a real guess. Everybody's talking about this new Budweiser thing. What else? I saw we got Lisa Allen from Devon, England. Love England. Hope you're having a great day over there. It's not too cold and blustery. Fellow tarot reader, glad to have you on board. Check me in the comments if needed. So yeah, there's my tech issues. I'm so sorry. Dave Murphy, glad to have you here with your alarm on. You are a ride or die, dude. We're counting down the days till you get here. You're going to be here soon. And I got Zeph, my #1 mod in there. Guys, I got amazing mods. I want to give them a little applause before we get started. I don't even know what's going on in the world today. I have no idea what is going on in the world, but here's to the mods. I have the best mods ever. You guys are fantastic in there. So TT, nice to see you in the chat. We got Stephanie Fox, Demon Dictators watching from the bushes. I like to go into channels and throw around the couch cushions. So I'm glad you're not throwing my couch cushions away. TT, I hope you're doing well today. I hope you are easing in. So those of you that follow my channel know that I am starting a course of study on astrology. It's something I've always wanted to do. I am a remote viewer. Hi, Nana Julian. Good to see you over on the Vert. So I am a remote viewer. I'm a past life regressionist. I do a whole bunch of stuff. Denise Burnside, shut up. Denise is saying she's got better mods than me. Whatever, girl. I am embarking on a course of self-study for Western astrology because I do think that there is some cool stuff that we can do with astrology. It's always nice to add a little bit of value. This year in 2026, I added a lot of numerology and some other stuff. Flower Garden, go on over to, I'm going to drop you a link. Hang on, booby. Let me see if you can copy and paste that. I don't know if you can copy and paste on your phone. Instead, it's not a hyperlink, but if you copy and paste it and you put that into your phone, you should be able to get over to the regular chat. I actually will do a community post too right now. And you can go on over to that. I'm sorry, like ordinarily I try and set this up for you guys. Reading room is live now. Link to the main chat, to the main room. So Flower Garden, I just dropped it into a community post. So you can go over to there's going to be a hyperlink there for you. You can hop right over. TT, yes, you can send me a message over to WhatsApp. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to get together after this, that's totally fine. I just had a screaming match with the teenager, so I'm probably going to be going light on the work tonight. But teenagers, they make you nuts, right? Make you nuts. So this is this is a paid reading room, guys. So what we are going to do, you know what? I'm trying to fix this. Scroll, add banner. What? To be honest. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we got a nice scroll on the bottom. I'm telling you, Jesus, take the wheel. So, Screamagers, yeah, I was in. I was in that club today. Hi, Ian. I see Ian popped in. Good to see you, Ian. Nice member of the channel. Ian, I'm gonna have to reset the membership lives too for Friday because I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I have no idea. All of the lives that I set up are gone. They're still active in YouTube, but they're gone from my studio, so I can't do it. I can't get into them. So I checked my astrology because I am pretty twitchy right now. So I checked my astrology and I said, what is going on here? So the tension has my nervous system completely on edge. And this is an astrological effect. So Mars is poking into Cancer territory. I'm a Cancer, born in July 12th to be specific, if anybody wants to get me a lovely gift. No, I'm kidding. But so Mars has it's a planet of urgency. So it's somebody Flower Garden, you have a teenage meltdown too? I am so sorry. So Mars's energy is very similar to the teenager that was just in this room who I just screamed, get out. I was like the Amityville house, get out, I can go to work. So there's this urgency of Mars, which says, go, 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 go. You got to move. You got to move. It does. That sense of irritation from Mars turns into, or the sense of urgency turns into irritation, which then turns into inflammation. And what happens when we get inflamed? We can't really move around. So that's an energetic inflammation. So it's activating a cardinal sign pressure zone for me. So that's why it's having an effect on me. So I initiate things emotionally. I like to go a little bit slow. I want to take the temperature about how it feels, those kinds of things. When Mars comes in, it creates this inner buzzing, this, it kind of shortens the fuse for me. Makes it a little bit shorter, too much to do, no margin, too short of time to do it. Create some body tension. I have noticed over the last 48 hours that my shoulders are creeping up and I can't get my neck to relax no matter how much I lay down, no matter how Mars bar. In fact, I need one of those. We call them Milky Ways here, which I think is really funny. So maybe I should get one. But the moon is not cooperating for me right now. So the moon is a little bit fast moving right now. It's got some hard aspects and it's triggering the cardinal signs, which if anybody's in here, Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, cardinal signs. So all of you guys, if any of you are Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, we're all feeling it right now. So this is 3/4 of my family. So I got me, my daughter, and Greg are all being affected by this. So it's probably going to be an intense day. I got to check in on my daughter over at uni. So how do I fix this? How do you fight the moon? How do you fight the moon? Well, let's see. Let's talk to the cards. July 7th. Happy birthday, buddy Stephanie Fox. Happy birthday. So how am I going to fix this? Let's pull up some cards. Guys, Kelly, I'm sorry if you're a Libra too. Flower Garden, I am sorry if you guys are feeling this too. I am sorry. If any of you are affected in there, say, I'm afflicted. I'm going to help you out. So Capricorn, the change in me has been a shock. Yeah. All right. So it's the best way to get some milky soothingness in here. What can we do about it? What can we do about it? Don't over nostalgize what's going on. Use your best judgment and walk away from disappointment and rootedness. This King of Pentacles is very rooted. All right. So we got to be a little bit more flexible here. Everybody's got to be a little bit more flexible. So anybody who is affected by this, I am feeling generous today because when things suck, sometimes you have to give out some gifts. So my hair is staticky. It's driving me nuts. So I'm going to go back up and I'm just going to see who are the afflicted. Who are the afflicted? I got a couple of Libras here. I got a July 7th. Who else do I got? If you are afflicted, Cancer, Aries, Libra, and Capricorn. Drop it in the comments. Put it in bold because I'm giving out readings for free right now, guys. Feeling generous. I got Flower Garden at the top of the list. Flower Garden, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? And I'm going to make this just a little bit different. I have, there's my girl. I knew you were coming in. I knew you were coming in. There we go. I just want to make this a little bit different. I got you, Cappy. I got all those Cappies there. Aries. Ian, you're an Aries too? Atta boy. Aquarius. Hang on there, Aquarius, because you are not being affected by all this. I got my cardinal signs. Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn. Drop it in there. Joanna. Joanna. I'm just giving out a couple of readings to the cardinal signs because we're having a rough day today. So the rest of you are paid readings. Nana, Julian, there we are. We got another Capricorn. We got a good batch of people affected. Are you guys having a bad day? Are you having a bad day? So Libra, Flower Garden, sharing the trenches of teenagehood with me. Teenagehood. All right. So Aquarius in 3 days. All right, Aquarius, hang on there. Hang on. So Flower Garden, what do you need to do? Stick to your guns. You're a little bit different from me. You got to stick to your guns, man. Mama. And sometimes we got to be cruel to be kind. So don't make me sing any Elvis Costello here. Cruel to be kind. Wasn't that him? So over here, this, if you stick to your guns here emotionally, all right, even if your emotions are upside down. Humanaki, I'm having a terrible day. Technologically wise, emotionally, I'm having a terrible day. I will sing, Samantha. And I pulled up my astrology because I'm studying astrology just lightly right now, just a little bit lightly. Starting February 2nd, I'm going to be going full bore and like really studying. And I'll be bringing a lot of that to the table so you guys can share in that journey with me as I am becoming an expert astrologer. Which is my goal to become an expert astrologer. So, I got Mercury and Leo. I'm not surprised that astrology is your thing, girl. So, getting stuck in our emotions, getting stuck in the bruised emotions, the upsettedness that sometimes our teenagers can do to us. I hold on to that for a little bit. Hang on to it. Because if you rest in that, it's going to... Sally, hang on. I will help out your daughter's birthday too. I see she's a Cancer as well. If you just kind of set in it and you kind of let it go, it's going to process just like your liver and your kidneys process toxins. You're going to filter this through energetically. So just sit tight. If you are in a banged up mood, if you are crabby, grumpy, not feeling up to speed, just sit in it. This too will pass. Well, I went to a therapist, a marriage counselor once upon a time with my son's father. Actually, he never went, but anyway, doesn't matter. Didn't work for him, worked for me. And one of the things, I was having really bad anxiety. And the therapist said one of the smartest things to me ever. He said, hi, Olympia. I got you, baby. I got you. We're giving out free readings today. But if you guys want to contribute to the channel, please feel free. This is my full-time job. I do need the support. So what this therapist said to me was, anxiety attacks are like hiccups. They're going to go away. You just have to wait. Now, invariably, there's always somebody when I say that goes, well, there's a guy in the Guinness Book of World Records who had hiccups for 40 years. He is an anomaly. That is not a normal case. Normally, when we get hiccups, we have hiccups for 10, 15 minutes. We drink a big glass of water. Let me grab a drink. We tra-la-la with our day. We hold our breath for a few minutes. Not a few minutes, a few seconds. And we wind up recovering from it. So involuntary spasm of the diaphragm, we can get rid of it. So anxiety is like an involuntary spasm of our nervous system. So we can kind of wait that out and get to a point where we get on the other side of it. So, so that being said, Flower Garden, you are getting the advice to just kind of hole up. Now, in Flower Garden, you are, what did you say? You are Libra. So you're about the balance. So this is going to be especially uncomfortable for you. Take a nap. I'm going to say take a nap. Go take a nap and chill out. Just chill out for a little while. This too will pass. You just have to wait for it to kind of process. So that is Flower Garden. Flower Garden, I hope that gets you through your day a little bit better. TT, this is not your reading that we're going to talk about on the private chat that you're sending over to me. This is just how you're going to get through your day. You're a Capricorn. You guys, Capricorns, they like order. They like things. Well, my husband doesn't like order, but they like things to chill out. Oh, Aries, hang on, because you are going through it too. Sit tight, sweetie pie. Sit tight. Sit tight. Olympia, sit tight. So, TT, TT, I hate to say, we segment our lives into befores and after, because all of us that know TT know she's been through some changes lately, and we're gonna look at before and after, and one of the things is that we don't have to think that the before times are better. And I talk about free will all the time. And one of the things about what I do here is I give you guys instructions. I'm your GPS, your spiritual GPS, to help you get through energetic bad times. Again, it's part of the reason why I'm going to be studying astrology, because I want to know what the story is, what kind of map we're working with. And that way I can give you direction. So if there's a traffic jam at 5th and 20, I can get you around that. Oh my God, did Anna Milla just show up? I think Anna Milla showed up. So Mark Green, Zephyr, your biggest fan is here. Cowboy, baby. Nice to see you, Mark. So, Mark, are you a Cancer, Aries, Libra, or Capricorn? Because you guys are going through it right now. I got Lady Letitia in the chat here. Lady Letitia, you too. Question for you. Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn. If you're one of those, we're having a craptastic day. I want to give you some cards to help you out if you are. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. So, pick it up and bin it. Which sign are you? Let me know which sign you are. Let me know what sign you are. Everybody say hello to Lady Letitia. She's got an amazing channel herself. You can trundle on over there. Give her a sub. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Show her some love. Show her some love. Del Plumber's coming over with Lady Letitia. They're walking together. Lady Letitia's a Virgo. All right, sit tight, sit tight. Sit tight, sit tight. Triple Virgo, Gemini. Everyone's throwing. I should have slowed down the chat on this one. We got 42 crazy seekers in the house. I love it. I love it. So back to TT. TT, I want you to understand that there's joy in everything that we do, in every part of our life. So sometimes, I'm going to give you an example. And we're going to go as long as we need to go today, guys. I need you guys as much as you need me right now. So let's all hold hands and we're all going to sit together. Okay. So up, divinely me. I got you, Cancer girl or boy. I don't know what you are. Cancer girl. Hi, Pickles. Good to see you. Welcome to the fray. Dave Murphy. We got another Pickles in the house. Dave Murphy has a dog named Pickles. Cute little dog. So, when we lost our dog, Bruno, Greg was very distraught. It was Greg's first dog as an adult. And fortunately we had gotten Raven as a puppy before then, but Raven was a little snotty with Bruno. She wasn't very kind to Bruno. And what, I can actually show you guys a picture of Bruno. You want to see a picture of Bruno? Want to see my Four Loko dog? Let me pull him up here. Where's my Four Loko dog? Picture of my 4 Loco dog. There you go. Hang on. Hold on. I'm coming. All right. I'm just going to screen share real quick. That's my dog, Bruno. That's my dog in his little sweatshirt. That's his 4 Loco and a pack of Newports look. He was a good dog. He was a great dog. So Greg really was looking at his life in terms of before Bruno and after Bruno. And he was really sad about losing Bruno. We all were really sad. He was a great dog. Let me just get rid of that. And I told Greg, I was like, Ronald Reagan once said that the only way to get over a good dog is to get another good dog. And I firmly believe that. I'm always cautious about getting puppies at the same age because you're gonna go through the changes around the same time. But I had to explain to Greg that there are good times ahead. We've got another dog. We can have fun with her. We've got kids that are growing up. We've got cats that are growing up. We're doing all kinds of stuff here. And in every segment of our life, there are going to be peaks and valleys. And sometimes we are going to hit those valleys, but we're going to come back to a peak. And so you're in a valley right now, and it's okay. It's okay to be in the valley because you got plenty of people halfway up the mountain. You've got plenty of people further up the mountain, and you can hike up that and you can get up there. And, it's going to be okay. When we are sick, when things affect us, when we have tragedies and losses in our lives, we have to sit in it. And I'm still mourning my friend Tiffany, who passed away in December. Again, like there's no funeral there. We didn't do any of the rites. We didn't do anything. And I'm still struggling with it. I'm still trying to figure out how to process all of that. And, it's one of the reasons why we have rich and diverse funeral rites in all religions and practices and faiths. We just have different ways of processing it. So this is something that we're going to, I have a great community. Everybody is great here. There, a lot of you have become friends. A lot of you have become very close confidants. Zeph, I'm looking at you. So, Samantha, I'm looking at you. Dave, I'm looking at you. Where's Becca? We're going to help you through this, TT. It's not easy. There's really, there's a lot of help out there. If you put your hand up and you say, hey, I need it. So, just reach out. We'll talk in a little bit. I don't want to get too emotional today. But we love you, TT. Everybody throw some love in the chat for TT. Give her some love. There you go. I'm going to give you some purple hearts for Prince too. I love me some Prince. It was a dark day. Kelly, my Libra friend, what do you need to hear while you are being poked in the eye by the moon? Hey, Cassandra, it's nice to have you over here. Welcome. Coming over from Lady Letitia. I had a great time with them the other day. So thank you guys for dropping some love. We all support each other here. This is a great community. Welcome. All kinds of good people here. You can be a little spicy and a little off center. But, everybody's here. We're all in the soup together. We're all getting through this together. So, dearly beloved, called you together to get through this thing that we call life, right? That man, he was my size too. He was very petite. all right. So, Kelly, what do we need to get through? Kelly, sometimes you got to underwrite. Sometimes you got to underwrite. You got to underwrite those relationships. Sometimes you got to cut the fat at home. And, you know, you may, so energetic cleanse. So I have a girlfriend who's out in, she's out in the Pacific Northwest. She's a hairdresser and has had an amazing career as a hairdresser, an educator for a tremendous hair company. And she moved out there and she does this amazing thing. She does decluttering, energetic decluttering haircuts. And she does sound cleansing and Reiki healings while she's doing her hair. It's like really an amazing fusion of cool stuff. And her name is Michelle Minor. You can actually find her Minor, Patton, Patton. She's a very, very well-known hairdresser. Adorable. I was in her wedding. We had a lot of fun in our 20s. So she talks about, you know, we need those energetic decluttering sometimes. Sometimes we need to have that Reiki healing, or we need to go have a massage, or we need to go have a float spa, or we need to go to a salt room, or we need to get a haircut. Sometimes we need to do an exfoliation treatment. I firmly believe in all of these things. I believe that the energetic body reflects the physical body and vice versa. You know, when we get injured on the physical body, sometimes our spirit takes that injury too, and vice versa. So sometimes, Kelly, my dear, sometimes we got to declutter. We got to take some weight off our plate, and it's totally fine. It is totally fine to do that. So you may meet some resistance. Go slow. Go slow. And peel back those layers and say, I'm gonna lighten my load, even if it's just for a couple of days. Lighten your load. Take some to-dos off your list. Clean off the surfaces. That's my big thing, cleaning off the surfaces. So that, I think, is super important for you. And that's how you're going to navigate through. Hey, Margie, that's how you're going to navigate through this crazy moon that's poking us in the eyes, poking all the cardinal signs in the eye. So, Kelly, I hope that helps you. Stephanie, my feller crabby cranza. So, all right, let's see what Stephanie can do. Because, you know, us Cancers, we feel the feels. I already welled up just now. I was yelling like a screaming Mimi right before I got on here. Anna Miller showed up. Anna Miller was parenting my teenager. So, for those of you that are new, I'm from New Jersey. And so I try and hide my accent, and sometimes I'm not very good at it. But when I get angry, Anna Miller shows up, and she is not happy. Anna Miller will go in and pound her fist on countertops. I've already been to the car dealership. I've already been to Wawa, so I already gassed up with coffee. So I'm ready to go, kids. I am ready to go. So, Stephanie, what is going to help you, my little July 7th Cancer queen? What do you need, baby doll? Disappointment. Don't be disappointed. You know why? Because the universe sometimes sends us disappointments to shove us in another direction. Did you ever have, I'm having so much fun here today, guys. Thank you so much for being here because I feel better already. So sometimes you got to pay it out to bring it back in. So did you ever go, like when you were in your 20s and one of your girlfriends has taken a shine, or one of your guy friends has taken a shine to the barfly in the bar, or like some kind of questionable figure that's going to not serve them well maybe the next day? This is about steering away from the things that are going to be disappointing later. So this, again, is about a little bit of underwriting of your future. So when the universe takes something from us, like, I didn't get that job. I didn't get that job. Well, you might hear a year later that particular office building burned down and everyone died. Like you might hear that. Or you might hear that there were some complaints about the leadership there, or maybe the company goes bankrupt and they are not going to be able to pay their staff. So there's a reason why the universe pulls us away and sometimes throws us disappointments. Sometimes they're steering us in a better direction. Sometimes they make it easy for us to make mistakes, but for you right now, the universe is steering you in a totally different direction. And Anna Milla is here. Anna Milla, Millah. Anna Milla. Don't mess around. So they love me down south. They go, oh God, look at that yank. I can't go down south. They stare at me like I'm an alien. So anything that has not worked out in your favor right now, Stephanie, the universe is steering you in another direction. So pick it up, baby. Pick it up, Buttercup, because they're hiding that. They're taking you out of an equation so that they can give you something much better. But it's going to be something that you steer yourself into and that you consciously make a decision. So pay attention to that. Do not be disappointed. So don't be disappointed like I was when People of Earth got canceled. If you haven't seen that series, holy crow, it was the greatest series ever. And if I ever win the lottery, which by the way, Psychic wins lottery, I won $4 today. $4. Please bear with me while I figure out what I'm going to do with my winnings. I'm not even going to say that I bought 2 more lottery tickets, but if I ever win the lottery, I am going to refund that show so that we can get more series, so we can get more out of it. All right. So Stephanie, trust that the gods, universe, Gaia, whomever is steering you in the right direction. It might be Ganesh. I don't even know. Somebody is steering you in the right direction, and they're going to take you, they're going to put something in front of you, which is going to be a gift, but you have to make the intellectual decision whether you're going to grab onto that gift or not. So don't worry about, they took my leg below the, really, Stephanie? Is that true? Oh my goodness. So I think they are taking you in another direction. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. Zephyr, guys, you all know her. You love her. Not if you got Zephyrized. She's been spiky lately. Maybe this is why, Zeph, is the moon poking you in your eye? Is that why you have been a spiky McSpikester? Let's see. Ah, yes, I remember it well. So, Zeph, my darling, my soul sister. Becca, we were talking about you, but just before. Wait a minute. What's going on? I just saw something about a smoke storm. Wait for a smoke in the storm. Be careful. Be careful there, baby doll. Don't get that ciggy wet. So, all right. Zeph. You know, the high priestess, I'm going to bring her up here. Little tarot lesson. I want you guys to look at her headdress there. So we got 3 moons right on her headdress. We got a moon at her feet. We got those watery, moony robes that are going on. So Zeph, you are being driven by, now I got the hiccups for Pete's sake. I just talked about the hiccups. At least it's not an anxiety attack, right? There we go. You are being driven by the moon. So feel the cycle. So tonight, and I'll remind you this later, tonight, I want you to close your eyes for a few minutes and feel the tidal pressure energetically that you're getting. And if you just, like, when the moon is really kind of poking you in the eye, I'm going to keep saying them, poking you in the eye. When the moon is poking you in the eye, you can actually close your eyes and you can actually feel it. You can feel it coming on. Hey, solar eclipse, how are you? Good to see you. Bark at the moon indeed, Zeph. And I'm surprised there is not a puppy on this spread. So right now, I want you to take a pause and wait until you have all of the data, evidence, details before you move forward, because you might be launching off a weak surface. And the imagery that I'm getting is that you're on a cliff and you're about to do the cliff dive. And as you push, that cliff is going to crumble a little bit. So make sure that you got all of the details before you go and Zephyrize. Socrates, thank you, my darling. We're going to get to you in just a second, sweetie pie. Just a second. I appreciate any of those supers. You guys are super terrific, super awesome, super subscribers. So let's get on to the next one. Stephanie, I already hit you, right? Yeah, I got Stephanie up here twice. And we got TT. Ian, how much are you getting poked in the eye today? Ian Barton. And I want to let everybody know Ian is a member of the channel. Membership has its privileges. Not like American Express cards, but membership, you get early access to all my production videos. You also get a weekly members only live where I read questions for you gratis because you guys are supporting the channel on the reg. You also monthly get entered into a raffle for a free live private reading with me, but you got to be in the live to do it. So I will advertise those. They're usually in the first week of the month. So if you want to become a member, fantastic. We don't go through a membership application process. Everyone is welcome. Glad to have you guys here. So, all right, we got Aries. So Ian, change your scenery, baby. Change the scenery. Now I love that the Hermit came up for this. You know why? Because this says that energetically, household is disrupted. Apartment, condo, cottage, wherever you live. You may be in a castle. I don't know. But this is energetically, things are a little bit off center in the house. So one of the things I'm getting is, and you are an Aries, so you're a firepower. Candles, burn some candles, baby. That's going to change the atmosphere in your house. Depending on what your element is. Stephanie. Hang on, Stephanie. I'm going to come back to you. Depending on what your element is, you can utilize that element to make yourself feel more grounded, more psychic, et cetera, et cetera. Some of my psychics that I train are air signs. And so having a little fan, blowing some air on yourself, that helps. For me, if I have like a real heavy reading cycle, and I need to reset, one of my big indulgences as a water sign, I take a really hot, luxurious, long shower. But sometimes I go out and I put my feet on the ground like an earth sign would do. And sometimes I got to burn some candles or I got to light up a fire outside. So, oh yeah, Mercury, he's a fire sign. So, I think burn some candles in the house, get some of that energy out of there, some of the stale energy. I'd give yourself like a little bit of an airing out too. Just add a little air energy in there. But the Hermit, there's an amazing tarot reader and author. Her name's Melissa Sinova. And she says about the Hermit card, it's the best description I've ever heard. This is not a lonely man. This is not a guy out in the middle of nowhere. This is a guy who exiles himself and he says, shut up and let me think. Her book is called Kitchen Table Tarot. If you guys are interested, it is a great book, readily available on Amazon. It is one of the best books that I've ever read on tarot. She really personalizes the cards and she makes it very, very easy to understand them as archetypes and individuals. So the shut up and let me think is such a great example of this, because the Hermit goes with all the information that he needs, all the information that he's compiled. So that will take you into a different direction and we find a more peaceable home. We separate the wheat from the chaff. We are now getting the cream to rise to the top. So a little bit of firepower in your house, light up some candles, give it a moment, and you're just going to reset the energy. If you have a fireplace, boom, throw a fireplace together. And if you have any sage like this, you could throw some sage in it and just purify the environment. As you're doing that, I want you to visualize getting all of the chaos out, getting the moon to stop poking you in the eye. And then we're going to have a nice, peaceable home environment for you. So definitely want you to do that. You've been in the same apartment since 2009. Even if I wanted to move, no, don't. I'm not telling you to move. I'm telling you to energetically clean the house. Just get we can physically clean our house all day long, but sometimes we have to do an energetic cleansing. And with this moon pressure poking you in the eye, definitely give a little bit of energy. Light a candle on your kitchen table tonight. Just give it a few minutes, let it absorb the energy, let it change the energy in there. But if you've got, fireplace, all the better. Wood burning stove, anything like that. I want some fire going in your house, Ian. Light it up, baby. Light it up. So I hope that helps you out. So who do we got? Sandy, darling. How are you? Let's see what you can do to make a change to the poking in your eye moon energy that's happening. So yeah, those of us, these cardinal signs, we are riding I don't want to say a roller coaster, but I want to say like a mind car. We are riding a mind car. So Sandy, writing romance. What can you do? Judgment, discernment about what? Attachments. So Sandy, for you, when we get the devil, we get these attachments that we really don't want to be a part of. They're not serving us well. My good friend Trevor Colt says, if it doesn't add value to your life, then, you really should get rid of it. It's not adding value. What are you doing? Why are you tinkering around with this? We don't want to be cats playing with mice. Not you, Zeph. I know about you, Zeph. But we don't want to be just kind of tinkering around with things. We want to streamline and progress and work really well. As a Capricorn, this is really vital for you. Not to get caught in the minutia of office politics, friend drama, those kinds of things. So, having the discernment to know what serves you well and what doesn't serve you well is really, really important. That creates imbalance. If we stick with the things that aren't serving us well, if you've got, and I used to be this person, I used to be the gal who would call you up and eat up your morning, talking about everything that was going on in my world, laughing, talking about the songs that are on the radio as I'm getting ready. I used to be that girl when I was in my 20s. Fortunately, I have the self-awareness that I don't do that anymore. So this business, figure out the potholes of your energetic life. Figure out what are the vortexes that are eating up your energy. Hey, Texas Kit Kat, good to see you. Figure out who and what those things are. It doesn't have to be just people. It could be checking your email. My son had an email sent to me to an email account that I have 100,000 emails in, unread. 100,000. I've had the email forever. Got to get rid of it. Not really looking at it. It's got Land's End coupons. It's got Macy's coupons. It's got, advertisements from Cycling Frog, like all kinds of stuff. I use it as a slush bucket. It is the email that I have to give out, not the one I want to give out. So I'm not going to get anything that's in there. So I'm like, good Lord, please help me out here and send emails to an appropriate email. So, figure out what is the vortex that's sucking up your energy and reroute that stuff. Cut it off if you've got to. You're gonna know better than I am what sucks up, what robs you of your energy, what robs you of your time. And if you find that, okay, you're not going to be pulled in 27 directions like this moon is doing to us. This is crazy, crazy moon driving us nuts. Almond joys. Mercury and Leo talking about candy. What are you doing talking about candy? I think I got to take my shot. I think I missed my shot day. So I did No, it's not full, Merc, but I'm having you missed the beginning. I'm having like an intense day. And I'm having a very emotional day. And I looked it up, and Mars is poking into Cancer sensitive territory. So it's also affecting some of the cardinal signs. So there's a go, go, go that we're kind of not in alignment with that. So if that makes sense, let's talk about sweet, sweet Sally. Sweet, sweet Sally. My hair has grown like crazy, right? It is going bananas. So I thought this short hair and bangs was great, but not so much. Not so much. So I'm getting rave reviews. My hairdresser, Steven at Chop Chop Bang Bang in Asbury Park, New Jersey. He is my hairdressing love of my life. I will never go to another hairdresser. So he makes me look good just in case I need those ghost clothes. Just in case. I woke Greg up the other day and I was like, look at my hair. My hair looks great. This is the best my hair's ever looked. So I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. Steven does a great job on my hair. So, all right. Daughter's B-Day is July 14th. She's a Cancer. She is one of the afflicted. So we are going to give her a reading. Listen, if you are just jumping into the chat, Cancers, Aries, Libras, Capricorns, you guys are having a hell of a day. Drop it in the comments. If you're one of those signs, I will read for you for free. This is my gifting back. Gifting back. Oh, Sandy, is it your online games that are eating up your time? I'm sorry. It's a guilty pleasure, right? Guilty pleasure. That's all right. Guilty. Oh, Texas Kit Kat, you're one. Ah, there you go. There you go. Hang on. Are you having a day, honey bunny? All right. Let's see what we can do for Sally's daughter. It's Sally's daughter. Sally, relay this to her. Ready? Vulnerability is not a bad thing. Cancers have an issue with this. We got the crusty crab. Not that crusty crab. So the crusty crab. We like to pretend that we are okay and that we're tough stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, we are tough stuff. Like, a lot of us are, especially the Jersey built Cancers. We are legion and we are terrible. So, oh, Pickles, you're Cancer too. Stick around. Don't go anywhere, sweetheart. So us Cancers, we have this nice shell that we kind of put around ourselves, and then we with our little crazy crab claws here, and we get prickly. But you know what we are on the inside? We are mush on the inside. We're mush. We're crying. We go into a corner. We don't let anybody see that we're upset. We cry in our crybaby soup, and we try and hide that vulnerability. Sally, I want you to tell your daughter that it is okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. It's really okay. It's not weakness. You know, my mother's a Scorpio, and my mother is like, never apologize because it's a sign of weakness. My mother is a little bit, she's kind of dynasty, you know, she's kind of very dynasty. So, you know, being vulnerable is not weak. Being vulnerable is just human nature. Like, we have to have times of vulnerability. Even my big tough husband, all 6'4" of him, you know, he and all Capricorn of him, he's a Capricorn. All of that, like, he has moments of vulnerability and he hates admitting it. Some Cancers, depending on the aspects that they have, hate being vulnerable. I love being a watery mess. I get tough. I get kooky every now and then, but vulnerability for her is okay. And in those moments of vulnerability, she does not have to rely on anyone. She doesn't have to lean on anybody. What she can do is use that vulnerability to find her strength, her problem solving. And this will help her evolve from a problem solving dreamer into a problem-solving doer. It's going to lift her up out of that moment of, I don't know what to do, decision fatigue, decision paralysis. It's going to lift her up out of that, and she's going to become a doer. When we get the court cards and we have page, knight, queen, king, it's an evolution. It is a maturity that we see. And look at this beautiful. Look, it's beautiful. Look, I turned it to Donald Trump. It's beautiful. It's huge. That was the worst Donald Trump. It was the worst Donald Trump I've ever done. I do a really good Donald Trump, but sometimes he sounds like a John F. Kennedy. Catch me on another day. I'll do a little bit of more Donald Trump. So you're a Libra, but your day hasn't been nuts. Margie, hang in there. Hang in there. We'll talk a little bit about you. Maybe you got a little bit more balance going on. So evolving out of this, becoming someone who can grab the bull by the horns. I don't know if she has a Taurus in her life, but maybe she's grabbing that bull by the horns, grabbing the bull by the horns and steering your situation into another direction is what this moon is teaching her. So let her know it's okay to stand on her own 2 feet. It's okay to be the only person she can rely on. And I'm not saying that you can't. Sally, I'm confident that you are someone she can rely on. But sometimes we got to do on our own. Sometimes we got to do it. I moved a wood pile by myself 2 years ago. I ruptured a disc, but I got it done. I'm still in physical therapy, but I got it done. Sometimes we have to be the catalyst for those around us. And sometimes we've got to be our own inspiration. And I think that she can do this. This is a moment of maturity for her. She is going to use this energy and she's going to progress from the dreamer into the doer. She's going to fix her own problem and it's going to be fantastic. Penny Jonas, you are not late. You are right on time. You are just like Gandalf. A wizard is always right on time, Penny Jonas. We're just waiting on the other penny to get here. We need 2 pennies, 2 cents. We need to put our 2 cents in. I got the penny team. Oh, guys, thank you. I am feeling so much better doing readings. Let me see if my son texted me back. He did not. He is not speaking to me. Is he? Nope, not speaking to me. All right, no. There it is. We'll do a reading for him too. No, we're not going to do that. Olympia. Let's go, Olympia. Let me see what I can do for you. Steer that moon out of your eye. We're all getting poked in the eye by a moon. Just want to give this a little. Let's go. Penny Jonas, you're not having a good day. Penny, are you a Cancer, Aries, Libra, or Capricorn? Let me know in the chat. Yes, my son is an Aquarius. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is. Oh, really, Sally? You know what? That's okay. Let her know that it's okay. Oh, you're a Scorpio. Well, sit tight, Penny. Sit tight. You're here all the time. We'll see if we can get you sorted out. Olympia, let's see what you need to navigate this crazy moon that's poking us in the eye. Ah, this is lovely. This is lovely. So, us Cancers, we are the most mysterious. We like the mystery of the universe and all the mystical stuff that goes on. And, if you feel that this moon is kind of dealing you a lousy hand, it's not. You know why? Because we got this King and 5 of Wands here. And so what does that mean? This is the opposite of what I just read for Sally's daughter. You can rally the forces. There is more directorial ability in you than there is in Sally's daughter. So, Sally's daughter's got to learn how to evolve from somebody who's like, can you help to, I'm going to do it myself. And that's not to say that Sally's daughter isn't doing things for herself, but you are more giving direct orders and having your people get their ducks in a row, having them get their ducks in a row, having them take orders from you. Delegating is your key here. And it's going to feel weird because it does feel a little reckless. It does feel a little out of sorts for you. But you know what? Think about it this way. If you twisted your ankle and you were laid up in a chair, you would have to tell people, put the load of laundry in. You would have to tell somebody else. Name of the book is Kitchen Table Tarot by Melissa Cynova, Cynova. Do I have a copy? I don't know if I have my copy here, guys. I still have more of my library that needs to come down here. Kitchen Table Tarot. I do not have it on my bookshelf. I have a lot of doubles here, but I don't have it on my bookshelf. So Kitchen Table Tarot. Let me pull it up. I will drop a link for it. She's got a few books. And she is super, super terrific. Hang on, boys and girls, get a link. Oh, for Pete's sake. Again, more tech issues. There we go. There you go. You got a link. There's it's on Kindle, it's on Audible, it's on paperback. Like, you get a copy of it. She's got a few books. She's really, really a very, very interesting reader. Very, very modern kind of reader and teacher. I'm quite fond of her. She doesn't do readings a whole lot. Every now and then on her Facebook, I see her go, hey, I'm opened up for readings and I've only got like 10 spots. And like, I never get there in time. I always see it like 3 days after. So being a little bit reckless, Olympia, and delegating responsibility, don't feel guilty about it. That is going to take this moon pressure off you. It's going to feel reckless. It's going to feel irresponsible. Don't let it, because that is, the best leaders delegate. The best leaders don't do everything themselves. They delegate responsibility. They train and hand out responsibility. And then other people come back and do the work. It's not lazy. You don't have to do it all yourself. So, moving on. Olympia, I got another question from you. I'm going to hit that in just a second. So, sweet Raiderette, sweetheart, 420, 420 girl. How you doing, love? So we are going to, I used to do every now and then I did 2 of them, I think, Tipsy Tarot, but I think I'm going to do Blazy Tarot one of these days, and we'll see what happens. I'll come on here. I'll have no eyes. I beg your pardon, guys. All right. So Olympia, you're an Aries dealing with a Libra. Woo! Let's give you 2. So this is for you, Aries lady. And that's that Libra over there. Let's get that Libra in the mix. Noun and adjective. When I read cards, guys, when I read 2 by 2, we do nouns and adjectives. So here's our noun for you, darling. Oh, looking out at the future, dealing out those just desserts. So I know that there's a critical feeling in you of, we are going to do or die right now. Don't be blazing. No tipsy tarot again. We got ideas. We got, yes, tipsy tarot. As long as I'm not like, falling over and vomiting in a bucket. So I'm just catching up on the chat, guys. So I think, sweet Raiderette, I think you're coming to a crossroads here. So this crossroad, you got to be judicious about it. That's why that justice is there. You got to be judicious. You the say, hey, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? Is this a good energy for you to be grabbing onto? The Hermit. You don't have all of the answers. Get more information before you start to do this. This is you in the moment. This is how the moon is affecting you. This is how the astrology is affecting you. And what I want you to do is get more information. Remember what I said about this Hermit guy? He's got all of his metrics and data in place. This is more metrics and data coming in. So I want you to make sure you have all the information before you make any critical decisions. Now let's talk about this Libra. Oh, this Libra is contrite. The Libra is contrite, saying, I know I did wrong. I know I was a bad dog. But there's a lot of lip service here. So I think that this Libra tries to get out of trouble by talking his way or her way out of it. So make sure that the walk is walking. Make sure that the behavior is what the promise is. So what do we do about that? Maybe a little time separate. If you're able to do a little separate, and that could be like, book yourself a massage for the afternoon. Go get a massage this afternoon, or go shopping with your girlfriends, or go visit your mom, go visit a friend. Getting a little bit of distance sometimes energetically clears us out so we can think properly. Okay. So I think that, again, with this go, go, go energy, remember what I said, this particular aspect that is affecting these cardinal signs, it is doing go, 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 go. It's urging you to make a decision. It's urging you to act. You need more information before you act. Resist that urge to go, 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 go. So I'm sorry, my dog is barking, and I don't know if that means I need to go upstairs. I don't know what I need to do, but I hope that helps you get through this weird energy that we're dealing with. So Olympia, there you go. You wanted to know if you will have some luck. If you will have some luck, let's see if luck is knocking on Olympia's door. And then we do a little Axl Rose. Hey, yeah. Mercury, that was for you. Then we go back to Bob Dylan. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hour and 10 minutes. Everybody fresh? Everybody hanging? We're hanging. We're doing it. We're doing it well. Reading cards, and some people say I'm going to hell. But I'm not. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to haunt some crazy house, No Axl Rose. Yeah! James Hetfield. I got it. You know what? Like with Bob Weir dying, like I am like, I got to listen to some more Dead. I got to get in the groove. And I haven't put it on. So I think maybe tonight I'll be doing some Mario Karting, do a little 420 Mario Kart, and see how I do. So Olympia, some luck. Is it coming your way? 7 of Cups says, yes, my dear. 7 of Cups tells us that all the riches of the world are available to us. We have but to ask. So, when we talk about luck, and I talk about my girlfriend, Kathy, the world's loudest librarian, who is one of the most gorgeous, gorgeous redheads I've ever seen in my whole life. She is fabulous and one of the best people that I know. She kind of sets the pace with, she wins concert tickets all the time on the radio, all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's happened more times than I can count. She goes, I'm winning those tickets. She declares it and says, I am winning those tickets. She just calls it. And lo and behold, she has tickets in her hand. So what I want you to do is say, hey, God, Gaia, universe, whatever there may be, I'm here for it. Throw your grace on me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. And then when you get it, I want you to say, thank you. And I want you to say more, please. So go out, get a scratch off. Go out, buy a lottery ticket. Do what you're going to do. When you get that thing, go, I am open to all of the grace of the universe. Blessings upon me. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Don't say, I need a new this. I need to pay my bill. I need this or that or another thing. Just say, I am so grateful for what I have, the air in my lungs, the shoes on my feet, the children that I have. I am grateful for my child. I'm going to say it right now. I am so grateful for my child. I am so grateful for both of them. I love my babies. They are wonderful people. My son is a challenge, but they are wonderful people. And Kelly, it's good to have you here. Thanks so much, honey. A member of the channel, scooting out of here. Thank you, Kelly. Love you lots, dear. Hope your day goes well. So, saying that we're grateful. Hey, Dora the Builder. It's good to see you. I'm grateful for my son. He drives me nuts, but he drives me nuts because he's like me. So I understand how he works, He's making me nuts. So say the universe, bless me indeed. Indeed. So yes, Margie, you're going to see me on My Millionaire Home. So Olympia, I want you to reach out and grab your luck. I want you to reach out, both hands, grab it and bring it into you and say, I am worthy of this. I am grateful for this good thing that is going to come to me. It is going to blossom and flourish, and I am going to decorate the world with my goodness. I am going to make my world a better place through your grace and generosity. That's how I want you to look at it. So for the next 7 days, what I want you to actually, next 7 months, cups are months. So let's do next 7 months. I want you to periodically take time on the reg, spiritual hygiene here. And you are going to say, universe, I'm ready. I'm open. What do you got? What do you got? Today I won $4. I won $4 on a lottery ticket. $4. Please wait a minute. I'm going to get myself in order. I'm going to calm down. Dora, I won $4. Oh my God. Can't even. So, I'm saying to the universe, hey, $4. Thank you. More, please. Bring it on. I'm ready for more. I want to bless my kids. I want to bless my cats. I will have a cat sanctuary in 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. I will buy a house just to have a cat sanctuary. I will do that. Big money, big grace, big blessings. Nana said it right. Amen. You did the water overnight. Awesome. We're talking about blessing our water, right? Blessing this water with patience. Patience for the human that I created. So there it is. It is hard to be grateful. You got to start someplace. I'm grateful for this fabulous hair. I'm grateful for my hairdresser. I'm grateful for my husband who is out working today. I am grateful for my son who has gotten a job. He's, just to be sure, my son practices like 30 hours a week with the indoor percussion band. He's one of the leaders in it. He's a senior in high school. He's applying to university. he's got a lot on his plate, and he went out and he got himself a part-time job. He has worked since he was 15 as a lifeguard, the good kid. And he went out and he is going to stretch himself just a little bit further with a part-time job. I think the girlfriend is the motivating factor here. I think he really wants to buy her things, which is fine. Which is fine. I will not be Victoria Beckham. I'm kidding. I like Victoria Beckham. I'm a big fan. Oh man, Sally. You know what? It's not easy. It's not easy. Let me give her some advice on this. Let me give her some advice on this. Best course of action. I'm gonna do my yellow brick road spread on this. You ready? So there's our divorce. I'm going to do this right in the middle of the board. That's our path. That's the divorce. Okay. So endings and beginnings, like remember, every ending is a beginning. There is a sunny day on the other side of it. I got divorced once from my ex-husband, but we're still friends. Like, we got married very quickly, agreed that we were going to be friends if we ever split up. And we did. It was because I had some health issues. My split from my son's father was much more challenging, and we were never married. But with a child in common, it becomes very complicated. So life gets better. Life gets better, but you have to understand that it's going to get better. Doesn't have to be harder. It's not, 1920 and we can't go out and work. We can't, vote and smoke and all those things. It's going to get better. So the pressure here for her, energetically cutting off from the ex-husband, which again, if you have significant time with somebody, it's a little bit harder to do that. It is a little bit challenging, but it's a process. Remember what I said, this page is a dreamer. It's the knights that come in and actually do the cutting. And then it's the queens who kind of rebuild. And then the kings manage all of that. So hidden hand. Tell her not to be sad. She did not fail. She didn't fail. Marriages take two people, sometimes more. Sometimes if you have kids, if they're adults, sometimes it takes a little bit more time. So tell her she didn't fail, that this was a group project, and that she's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. All right. So public face. Don't worry about it. If she's worried about being broke, don't worry about it. Money comes, money goes. It goes in and out. It does that. It does that. So don't worry about being broke. She'll get back on her feet. I left Angus's dad with $50 to my name and a lease and insurance and health insurance that I was paying for out of pocket. It was a moment. It was a moment. So money will come back. Don't worry about it. She's going to be okay. Private goal. Chariot. She can't see where she's going yet. So all she has to do, and I do this exercise with my psychic students. I tell them, I get them into, a relaxed state, take them through guided hypnosis, relax them. And I go, you're pulling up to your house. What kind of car are you in? Is your car messy? Is your car dirty? What color is the interior? Do you have food wrappers in there? Do you have lunch on the seat? Do you have dinner on the seat? Is your coat over the seat? Are you warm? Are you wearing a seatbelt? Are you wearing gloves? Like, what are you doing? I ask them these rapid fire questions. And I'm like, all right, get out of the car. You're going to walk up to the front door. What does your walkway look like? Do you have flowers? Do you have a doormat? What color is the front door? What does the house look like? I start asking them questions, and that tells me where they are energetically at that moment and where they're headed. And so it gives us this baseline of the energetic algorithm that they're on. This is the stream that they are headed toward. The destination is determined right there. And then I tell them to go back and get a book. And they are going to change what that destination looks like. They're going to rewrite their future. They're going to be the Stephen King or the, I don't know, give me another writer. Who's another writer? Emily Bronte. Give me another writer. You know, when we write things down, we actually are bringing them from the page energy of dreaming and thinking about it into the physical energy of the nights. We actually are taking charge and we are creating our new destiny. Creating our new destiny. So, Danielle Steele, thank you. I got it. Margie rewrote her future. It's something that you can do. I did it when I met I've known my husband my whole life, but before we started dating, I had written a wish list for a partner at the behest of two of my guy friends. And they both laughed at me and said, "You're never dating anyone again." And Greg hit every item on that. It was like 50 items. Greg hit every item except for two. And one of them was I wanted somebody who was tattooed more than me. Just because I had the experience of, I'm very heavily tattooed. And I had a number of dating people who were like, "It's kind of gross that you have all those tattoos." And I'm like, well, they're here. Like, I'm not removing them unless you are going to be a multimillionaire and have them removed. And even then, I don't think I'm going to do it because I like my tattoos. So, you know, the other item, I can't remember what it was that didn't suit me or that I was looking for. But Greg hit everything. So you never know. He was already a fixture in my life, but I jumped from one energetic stream into another where he became my partner. And it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. So that is what I want her to do. I want her to steer herself into a different direction. I want her to imagine her future life. I want her to see the walkway up to her new house. I want her to see like 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. Imagine that. If she wants to go through that process, Sally, have her drop me an email. I'll even take her through that process. I'll do that. I'll help her out. You know, it's my pleasure to help people out when they're stuck in a spot. And if she's stuck in a spot, I will help her out if she's so inclined. fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. Just drop me an email. More than happy to give a hand. That's what I'm doing over here. Changing lives. Thank you for your contribution. You are very generous to this channel, and I very much appreciate you, Sally. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being here in this live. I really appreciate you. Oh, Divinely Me, are you still here? Let's see how we're going to get you through this crazy moon. Crazy moon. Oof. Ouch. Divinely Me, is this moon poking you in the eye really hard or what? Honey bunny, I'm gonna tell you something. I think you need to just kind of unplug. Whatever your reset is, whatever kind of resetting you do personally, if it's taking a shower, if it is Sally, you're super, super welcome. Anytime, my dear. Anytime. Email me if you want me to do a private session with her. I'll do that gratis. I will absolutely do that gratis and take her through that process and just kind of give her a different perspective. Be my pleasure. I got some time this week. So all right. So back to Divinely Me. Divinely Me. My goodness. This crazy moon is sticking you in the eye. Amanda, are you a Cancer, Aries, Libra, or Capricorn? Because we are being tortured by the astrology right now. It is sticking us in the eye. So let me know if you're one of those signs. I think you are in information overload. So, we have this hermit. The hermit keeps showing up today. Margie, I'm doing people one at a time. So I'm not doing individual signs. I'm doing individual people. You're a Gemini. All right. Sit tight, Amanda. Sit tight, sweetie pie. So you are in information overload, and it is making it impossible for you to make a decision. So what I would like you to do is unplug. Go back to like your reset practices, any of your cleansing rituals. Throw some, crystals, whatever it's going to take. I really do think that you need to take a break from what is going on with you, Divinely Me. Hi, Julianne Hayward. It's good to see you. Take a big breath. Don't make any hard decisions, and be gentle and kind to yourself. Us Cancers, we like to be pampered. Go pamper yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. I just think, there's a lot of information overload going on with you right now. It's like swirling around your head. I can see it going on. So you need a reset. So glass of wine, movie, bathtub, whatever you got to do. Box of chocolates. I love a box of chocolates. Who doesn't? And there's tons in the stores right now because of Valentine's Day. So absolutely, I want you to take a pause and let yourself heal up a little bit. And don't settle for one session of healing. Take a few. If you need to take a bath every single day for the next 5 days, totally fine. If you have a hot tub, jump in that hot tub. Put the phone off. Just kind of put the phone down. All right. Don't worry about it. No more information inflow. Okay. I want you to really, really get out of that energetic craziness. Okay. So 45 people in the chat. It is good to see you guys. This is Paid Reading Room. If you would like your own personal reading, you can drop me a super chat. We're doing all super chats today. But if you are a Cancer, Aries, Libra, or Capricorn, you guys are struggling today, I am going to help you out. I'm going to give you some tools to get around the astrological aspects that are poking us in the eye with the moon. So nobody likes to get poked in the eye with the moon. So drop it like it's hot. Hang on there, Amanda. Amanda, I didn't read for you yet. That was for Divinely Me. And I got Humanaki. 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 Humanaki, Humanaki, Humanaki. Humanaki, Humanaki, Humanaki. Texas Kit Kat. Did I miss something? Did I miss something up there? All right. Humanaki. What do you need to know to get around this crazy moonness? Oh, you're doing just fine, Humanaki. Irene Del Rio, Cancer Crab. Hang on. I got a list, guys. I got 31. 31. Mercury, hang on. All right. So Humanaki. You got all your ducks in a row, baby doll. You are leaning into that very, very stable Capricorn energy. And I don't think this moon's affecting you quite as much as it's affecting some of us. It's almost like you are playing Pong. Like when the detractors or when the influences come in, you kind of ping pong them away. So I think you're doing okay. You're getting a little bit tired of playing tennis, though. So... or ping pong or whatever it is. You're getting a little bit tired doing that. So, volley one more time and then go into rest and retreat. But it's going to be like an active rest and retreat. So, just kind of eliminate the elements, eliminate the other opinions, the other personalities from the moment. Again, take a reset and say, we're no longer taking requests. Just everybody kind of go to your corners and come back and see me in the morning when I've had some coffee. That is not a bad thing to do. And as Capricorns do, they are good engineers like that. They are really good at, meting out responsibilities and telling people, I've had enough of you right now. You go sit over there, go do something busy and let me keep to myself for a moment. So I want you to do that, honey bunny. So, if people are helping too much, tell them to stop helping. Humanaki's got a pop culture question here, though, and we are going to go jam-a-lamma ding-dong on this. Canada harvesting. Are we really seeing this? Is this a real thing? Oh, Tower in reverse. So I'm going to say something. You know, people bought their tickets and now it's coming up. I'm an organ donor. I don't know who wants my organs, but I'm an organ donor. Sure enough. I don't know how that affects, you know, because I got one of those things. I got two of those things. Stupidly didn't want them, but I got them because I thought I was going to lose my job. Who knew I was going to resign anyway? So, you know, I think the agreements on my driver's license, it says I'm an organ donor. My mother's horrified at that, by the way. She's also horrified that I want to be cremated. But, ooh, okay. Dora, I see you. Thank you, honey bunny. Hang on there, sweetie pie. So this organ business that we're seeing, it's not just with Canada. Like, it's not just there. I think it's a soft place to do some things, if that makes sense. But this actually goes up and down, north and south of those places here in the Americas. You know, it is something that we're seeing. You know, it's going to be concealed for some time because the records there, you know, one of the things, like, you know, some of these missing people, some of the milk bottle people, they're, you know, they've got pieces all over the place. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Hey, Amanda, why don't you come over to the main chat? Come over to the main chat and hang out, because you're going to see a lot more people chatting in there, I think. Scoot over. NyQuil, personal questions are through Super Chats. And if you are a Cancer, Aries, Libra, or Capricorn, I am doing readings for you guys because we're having a heck of a time with the current astrology. It's nice to see you, NyQuil. I love NyQuil. I love what you do, baby. I love what you do. So, and Zainabel Hassan, hello, my dear. Hello. Whatever you can. The donations, whatever you can. They're Super Chats. Everything is a blessing. Everything is a blessing. So, Zanab. Zanab. Okay, I thought it was Zanababel. So, whatever you can. But absolutely make sure you give me your question too. Super chats. So, I think we'll find out more about this in due time. We're not going to find out too much, but it's a bigger project than what we know. Yes, we are. Dave, I'm going to start doing the countdown. I'm going to do countdown for Dave. Dave's coming to America. Gonna hang out with Anna and Greg. Coming to America. It's gonna be cold. Make sure you get a jacket and gloves. You always get a song over here. You always get some kind of stupid song. So, all right. Oof, Dave, you are gonna be cold here. Socrates, always a favorite. Socrates, let me give you some cards. How can you maximize your day? Maximize your day. Don't walk away. Don't go away. Say what you say. Say that you stay forever and a day. In the time of my life, cause I need more time. I know you're all singing, cause I need more time just to make things right. Fun fact about Oasis: it's really easy to sing when you are wicked in your cups. It really is very easy to sing. So I don't know if they engineered the songs that way. Team Noel or Team Liam? Which team are you on? I'm Noel. Team Noel. Team Noel. A lot of people dropped out when I started singing. So, all right, Socrates. Sometimes we don't need to walk away from those bugaboos that are making us feel good. Sometimes it's about just tightening up and making it a little bit more presentable. Team Noel. Thank you, Ian. Team Noel. Team Noel. Liam is just kind of a brat. I wish that he wasn't. He's just kind of a brat. So, in these moments where we keep the indulgent things in our life, in the moments when we keep those, sometimes it's not great for us. It's not the healing process, but it is the best fit for us in the moment. So for right now, Socrates, indulge, eat the chocolate. Ian, I can't say that, but I agree. I was being nice. I was being a little bit nice, just in case I ever meet them, because that'll be my luck. Like I'd be walking down the street in New York, and I wouldn't run into Noel. I would run into Liam, and he'd be like, "You were that tower raider who talks smack about me," and he'd give me a smack right up the head. And I go, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really like your band." So that would be me. That would be me. Just my luck. Never meet your heroes. I met Billy Idol once, and he was not very pleasant to me. So Stephanie, are you still here? So, oh my goodness. Stephanie, that is, I am so sorry. Thank God they found what was going on. Much love to you. That is for you, baby. I put some love in there for Stephanie. Some love for her. All right. Texas Kit Kat. One of my favorites. Texas Kit Kat has a channel too. You guys can do a little click on her face, and I think it will bring her over to her channel. Give her a sub. Why not? She's got some good content over there. She's building up her channel, building up her people. Finding that tribe. We are a good tribe over here. Texas Kit Kat is part of that tribe. We can share the love. Share the love. So, I heard... So I have always been a big fan of Def Leppard because they just have been through it. If you haven't seen the Def Leppard movie, oh my God, so freaking good. One of my first albums, Aunt Marilyn, Nervous Olympics, bought me Pyromania. And I just fell in love. They were so cute and great music. And somebody just told me the other day that every time I've seen them, Penny D, you've seen them twice. I saw them with Kiss with my girlfriend Kay, and they are so grateful on the stage. Somebody just told me they met Joe Elliott and he was a jerk. And I'm so upset about that. And I hope that it's not true. So I am going to do a lot of research to find out if anyone else has had that experience with Joe Elliott. I do not believe it yet. But Texas Kit Kat, let's see what we can do. Oh, you saw them last summer. And they're so grateful. They're just like, we are so grateful for you guys. Like, thank you so much. We love you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be anything. I think they're great. I just think they're great. Zainab, I got your question. Sit tight. I got a lot ahead of you. So just sit tight. Stay with me. So Texas Kit Kat, what do we need to do to get this moon out of your eye like a big pizza pie? That's crazy stuff. So there you go. Untie your knots, Dr. Leo Marvin. Yeah, untie the complicated relationships. When you do that, because sometimes we get inundated with a lot of personality and opinions and all of those things. What I want you to do is extricate yourself from the conflict. Say, I'm going to step back from this. I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to be a part of the fun. It happens to all of us at some point in our life where there's girlfriend drama, friendship drama, family drama. And sometimes you just have to take this really big step back from it. And you have to go, I am not going to participate in this for a moment longer. I have my opinion. I love you all. I just want everybody to stay cool. It becomes difficult to be impartial in some situations. And for you, Texas Kit Kat, I want you to be impartial because you can't affect the energy and the behavior of everybody. We can influence, we can be an example, we can try, we can pull people into our breast and try and love them until they sort their ways. But sometimes we can't. And sometimes that energy, when was it 1984 when he lost his arm? Holy crow, I didn't realize it was that long ago. Sometimes we can waste that energy. We can love on people and waste that energy that otherwise can be spent better places. There are better, more deserving outlets for your energy than this drama and conflict. So extricate yourself from it. Recuse yourself from participation. Barton, you were 2 years old. You could be my prom baby. For Pete's sake, who knew? Oh my God. So redirect the energy that you've been putting out that has been in conflicted stuff. I want you to do that because that is going to open up new energies. Out of conflict, we get new beginnings that are going to be more fruitful, more fertile ground for you to springboard out of. So we're going in that direction. All right. Texas Kit Kat. Always love to see you here. I am my own captain. I need to steer my own ship. Exactly. And throw everybody else overboard because sometimes when the crew is mutiny, throw them over and you sail the ship by yourself. Be your own Captain Jack Sparrow. All right, kids. Pickles, I hope you're still here. If you're not, you can watch us on the replay. I know we're going long. We're going on 2 hours here, guys. Pickles, I hope you're here. Penny D, Ian is your prom baby. I used to tell my manager that because he was born in like 1990. I was like, oh my God, you could be my prom baby. He was like, ew. And I was like, yeah, I know. It was right. All right. Pickles. Now, Pickles, you're getting in the fray. So, Pickles, you're still here. So, Pickles, we got fives. Fives. Emperor in reverse. And the 4 of Pentacles. So what this moon is doing to you, when we're talking about fives in the tarot, we're talking about chaos. So 5s of swords are chaos in thinking. 5s of Pentacles is chaos in foundations. So this is really, if you were on like a tippy table. So a tippy table is like a tabletop with a ball in the middle of it. We use it with puppies when we're conditioning them for motion sickness if they're going to have to travel a lot. It's something that we do. In dog training, which I talked to my dog training buddy today. We're working on something. We're getting there. So my life is chaos. I need like another day between Thursday and Friday. I think that would work out really, really well. So over here, this is really knocking the feet out from under you, the astrological aspects that are going on. It is real. It's taking your thinking process into a totally different direction, and it's knocking your foundations out. So this is like, if this is decision making and morality, it's your decision making, the flux of opinions is really affecting your morality. Not literally, but figuratively. So that's kind of the example that I'm giving here. And it's making it hard for you to make a decision, and also hard for you to find that firm foundation in your morality, your sensibilities, what you want, what you don't want. So exactly what you should do is not compromise. Okay. No compromise. This, if there's too many influences on you, just take yourself in a different direction and go rogue. This Fool goes rogue. The thing I love about the Fool, and there's all this beautiful yellow, lemon yellow on him, because that's positivity. And the Fool, what makes the Fool so amazing in the tarot is the first card of the major arcana. He does not see failure. Failure is not an option for him. Any failures on this journey are side quests that are going to be fun, that he can do some interesting things. He can meet some interesting people, maybe have an interesting meal. That is really what this is. Challenges become fun. Challenges become new partnerships. This is the Fellowship of the Ring meeting Beorn, the shapeshifter. This is the Fellowship of the Ring meeting Radagast the Brown. So for all my Lord of Rings people out there, where you at? Where you at? So see this conflict as what it is disruptive to your foundations. And then you can step away and go forth and say, I'm not gonna settle for conflict options. Someone asking me to sacrifice my sensibilities and my morality. I am going to go my own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way and kind of write your own script here. Failure is not an option, says Eminem. So hey, Rob Fuzessi, those of you that are new to my channel, Rob is one of my old school friends. We grew up together. Rob knew me way back when I was just an itty bitty girl singing in Jonas Salk Middle School auditorium and cheering in the Bob DeMarco Stadium. As a cheerleader. Rob knows all of my secrets, or at least a good healthy helping of them. Rob also has an amazing channel. If you're into Disney stuff, guys, go over there, give him a sub. You just click right on him, go on over there. He drops by often because he's super cool and super supportive of his friend. So Rob, are you affected by the astrology that's going on? Cancer, Aries, Libra, or Capricorn? Are you one of them? Because if you are, I'm going to help you navigate through this weirdness. Navigating through the weirdness. Margie, my darling. Margie is a Libra, but her day hasn't been too nuts. So it's not just today. We're going to be dealing with this for a little bit. Going to be wading through this craziness with the moon poking us in the eye. Margie, let your decisions go to the wind. Don't worry about making decisions. So this is cool because the decisions that you made once upon a time, the executions that you did. Zainab, hang on, because I got to go through the list. Just hang on. I had a lot of questions before you got in here. So the decisions that you have made are now, Pickles, thank you so much, are now coming to fruition. So things that you have put in motion are coming into fruition, and you're going to feel a little bit of chaos as a result of that. So just relax, because this is something that you've already done. This is work that you have already done. Just like I told you guys a few months ago, I actually had picked up part-time gig with Dior. I am on hiatus because it was just too much for me to handle. But, it was something that I had manifested a long time ago. And honestly, the commitment to Dior was going to take this channel away, and it was going to take my business away. So I was really going to have to table everything here that I've been building for the last 4 years. And I didn't want to do that. So, as lucrative as it was going to be, I still have a good relationship with them, still have good stuff going on, still get samples. So yeah, a lot is happening. So everything that you're experiencing now is something that you set in motion a while ago. Don't worry about it. Just roll with it. Roll with it. Get in the roller coaster. And So how long is this last thing? Let me see. Because it's not actually the moon. It's a whole bunch of little things. So probably through the full moon, because we are steamrolling toward the full moon. So what is the full moon next week? Let me see. Guys, I don't commit everything to memory. I don't commit everything to memory. So, where is my moon chart? Oh, full moon is on the 1st. So we really are steamrolling toward it. So we've got all of that momentum and velocity that is affecting us. Thank you, Merck. Thank you. So we got a little bit of chaos to get through. My friends that are affected by this, pick it up and bin it, became a member. Let's do some applause for that, because that is fantastic. We love new members over here. Where's my applause button? Applause, that did it. Thank you very much, my dear. You are going to enjoy being a part of the membership. We have some fun over here. And Texas Kit Kat. As an Aries, I'm feeling good about 2026. Let's do Texas Kit Kats 2026. What's going to be the theme? What is going to be the theme? What is your main theme? Don't overdo it, baby. So this is blessings. You got a good feeling about it. So I want you to know the blessings are going to be a bit much. So make sure that you carve out time for gratitude. There we go. You're going to be able to steer those blessings. And don't ever say that it is just odd chance that these things happen, because the gods rain down upon us good things. They do. So don't walk away. Ooh, that is a lucky, lucky year. Lucky, lucky year for you. So the more blessings that come your way, every little thing that blesses you, subscribers, lottery tickets, a pat on the back, somebody lets you go in the grocery line before them because you only have 2 items and they got 55. Always stop in that moment and say, thank you, more please. Thank you. Feel it. Feel that gratitude. Feel it coming through you. You know, I'll take a minute. I'll take a minute right now. Be grateful for something. Drop it in the comments. What are you grateful for? Rextex, how you doing over there? Hope you're doing well, honey bunny. So drop in the comments right now one thing that you're grateful for. One thing. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to put grateful all of. I'm not even typing in the right thing. Let me get over here. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Pick it up and bin it. My dog. Love it. Love it. I think Mr. Memester is grateful for God. Everybody. Roof over my head. Ugh. Mr. Memester. Mr. Memester. Yeah, thanks. I believe in God, honey. I believe in God. We're doing good stuff over here. So if you don't want to be a part of it, you can walk on. So I'm still alive. You guys, this is great. All right. So what are we grateful for? Mr. Memester, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Let me see. Thank you. More, please. My parents, Penny D. Rextech is grateful for freezing, or I think she is freezing. Mercury and Leo is grateful. Mr. Memester is rebuking me. Mercury and Leo, roof over your head and for your ducks. Zeph, my Bubba boy, still alive. Rex Tax, my life and children. Mr. Memester, blessing us again. Pick it up and bin it, my dog. We love dogs over here. We love them. I am grateful for all of you fine people. Your time is precious, and I am so grateful that you spend it with me. Thank you very much. Penny Jonas, grateful she's still alive. That really worked. Just be grateful, and it increases so much. So we'll make this a regular practice here. We're all going to be grateful. Grateful for my family. Mr. Memester is rebuking any demonic or evil spirit in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. God bless you, good sir. Here we go. Ian, living on my own. When I was born, I wasn't supposed to walk or talk. God bless, dude. God bless. That is awesome. Awesome. You never know. So when my daughter was born, they did not think she was going to be able to do certain things. And she is perfect and gorgeous and brilliant. And Dean's List, 3.8, grade point average. And she is a gorgeous actress. And a university student. My cats, Will and Poppy. I'm grateful for my cats. I got way too many of them. Actually, I have just the right amount. Sandy is grateful for my husband and my family. Or that. It wasn't going to get better after that. Thank you very much. Dave Murphy, grateful for those beautiful twins, those beautiful, gorgeous children. Emily, hey, Tarot fam. Good to see you. Another member of the channel. Stephanie Fox, grateful to be alive. The air in our lungs. Thank you for rebuking Mr. Memester. When it said Mr., I thought it was Barney. I thought it was Mr. Barnes, but not Mr. Barnes. Mercury and Leo, getting a dog. Make sure you don't get a herding dog because he's going to chase those ducks around. Pick it up and bin it. Loves it. Loves that. Grateful for my children. Yes, I have the perfect amount. I have the perfect amount of cats. So, Texas Kit Kat. There we go. So, Texas Kit Kat, your daughter just auditioned for Honors Band. Quite the amazing thing. So, let's see. How's she going to do? How's she going to do? I know you don't have the ducks. I know the ducks are over at a secret location. They are in their duck lair. Still not decided on that. So we'll find out. We are going to find out, Texas Kit Kat, but a little bit of luck for Texas Kit Kat in there. Let's drop some purple hearts for Purple Rain. Let's rain it down on her. Purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you in the purple rain. Sing it with me, guys. Purple rain, purple rain. There we go. There we go. A little feel the prince. So Irene Del Rio. Will your daughter be ready for the TSI math test? Is she still taking that test? How many tests is she taking? She's got to go back, review the beginning material. Don't forget where the foundation is, because that is where everything is built from. Oh my goodness. Pick it up and bin it. I have a border collie. And I also had an old timey bulldog. I had a hog hunt stock bulldog, an American bulldog. But my border collie is the most difficult dog that I have ever had to train because she has a mind of her own. All right. So now we're going to roll up our sleeves for Amanda Sturgis here. All right. We're rolling up our sleeves. Purple rain, purple rain. Hang on. Amanda, I'm just getting your other question. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. All right. So going over to the regular live chat. Hello. All right. Sneha. Sneha. All right. So, Amanda, I'm lonely. I have no friends. Come over. Come be a part of this community. We are fun people over here. Mariana. Mariana. I see you on the vert. Mariana, if you want to come over to the regular chat, you can meet a whole bunch of people. So, Zainab, I am still working through the comments. I'm sorry. I've got super chats I got to get to first, and I'm going one by one. Oh, Mariana, you like my song? Mariana. All right, Amanda. Oops. All right, we don't tell people what to do over here. Ian, thanks for lifting her up, baby. So Amanda, stuck in a loveless friend, no friends, loveless situation. Let's hook you up here. All right. So you got to reach out, touch faith. All is not. Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful. We got a beautiful spread for you, darling. So listen, if you don't ask, you don't get. If you don't ask, you don't get. So I'm trying to get through everybody as quickly as possible. Zainab. I'm trying to get your name right. Sit tight. I promise you, I'm going to get to you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So Amanda, reach out, touch faith. Okay. It's going to feel weird. It's going to feel reckless. All right. But you got to make those connections. You can't just sit there on your hands. Come over, hang out with this community. We're nice people. We're nice people. I'm here all the time. I do lives all the time. So this Fool in reverse is a little bit reckless and a little bit wacky. It's okay, because all is not lost, and the universe is going to guide you into relationships that are going to be nurturing and supportive. The gods smile upon you. All right. So just keep faith. Keep faith, honey. That is the best card. That 9 of Cups is the best card in the deck. Well, the Sun is really the best card in the deck. But the 9 of Cups is like, we're gonna bring more good stuff to you. So, sometimes we got to reach out and take the cup. We can't just wait. Can't just wait for everybody to show up. Mr. Right is not going to pull up and knock on the door unless maybe you call the plumber and you're in one of those kinds of movies. So, reach out, come hang out in our community. We got nice people over here. We're all over the world. We're worldwide. We got Dave in Australia coming to the Americas, coming to America. So 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands. Yes. They are good cards as well. But let's skippity-doo-dah. Amanda, I'm going to see you around here a lot more. Margie, did I do Libra? Did I do you? Let me know. I don't know if I did it. Irene Del Rio, how can you navigate the craziness? Oof. 3 of Swords. Sometimes you got to offload the pain. We talked about beginnings and endings, okay? And sometimes you got to offload the pain. If you don't, you're drinking the poison that somebody else handed you. Living with the legacy of, Mariana, it's good to have you over here with the rest of the chat. So there's a lot of lifers here, a lot of long-term subscribers. So come hang out. So, when people do us dirty, when they do us wrong, we can't keep rolling over it. We can't keep pointing a finger. We can't keep blaming them for what happened or what didn't happen or what, isn't going to happen because their influence is there. I want you to offload it. Sever those relationships. Sever the things that don't serve you well, Block and delete. Get rid of them. Because otherwise we continue down that road. So in this crazy moon that's poking you in the eye, because they're all getting poked in the eye by the universe right now. don't let this uncomfortable energy, this uncomfortable astrological energy get under your skin. Let it go and walk away before it eats you from the inside out. Really kind of intense message for you, Irene Del Rio. Another regular visitor here, Irene Del Rio. So pour out the cup. You're going to dump it out. Everybody dump out the cup. We're going to dump out the cup. I can't do it because mine's full. Dump out the cup. Let the poison go. We are lucky the moon ain't sharp, Mercury and Leo. Yeah, we're just getting bonked on the head by it. Bonked on the head. Let me go back up. We got that. Margie, I did do Libra. And we got Dora. Dora the Explorer. All right, Dora, let me get you. Zainab, you're next. Sit tight. Sit tight. Buckle up. Strap in. Whatever you got to do. Message for your best birthday, but I'm going to send you a message too privately. What am I sending you? I'm going to send you something. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Message for your best birthday ever. I think Gregory has arrived home. Dora, I'm just going to say underwriting. Underwriting. So, cut out the things that don't serve you. If somebody says, hey, do you want to go for Chinese food and you really want to have Thai food? I say, nope, not doing that. I'm not going to do that. Making declarations of our intent is totally fine. We can do that. But sometimes underwriting our lives requires a bit of a careful examination of what's serving us best. For you, my dear, location. And I'm going to say that there are some interesting aspects to your location right now. And I do feel that there is a mobility on your location that is very, very interesting. So, Dora, one of the things I do with my very best clients is I know the boss. So I can do things like this for people that get a lot of readings from me. My son is still not speaking to me. That's unfortunate. Wonder what he's going to do when he's hungry. What will he do for a Klondike bar? So sit tight. Yesenia, mine. Oh, sorry. Dora. Dora. Check your text messages and book your free birthday reading. I just gave you a free birthday reading because I know the boss. I can't get back to my screen now. Why is Copilot there? So yeah, my best clients on their birthday, they get free birthday readings. So Dora just got one. So Dora, very interesting. Remind me that your location is changing when we do your birthday reading. Want you to do that. Give me a shout out. Oh, there's Greg at the back door. He's coming in. My Ring camera is letting me know. So there we go, kids. There we go. All right. So let's get to Sanab. Thank you so much. Are you in Qatar? Look at that. Worldwide service. Worldwide. Worldwide. There you are. There you are. Zanab. Zanab, darling. Is Gerard feeling jealous of me because I've been posting stories while we haven't been talking? Will he reach out to me? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Gerard. Gerard. What are you doing, Gerard? All right. There's Gerard. Oh, conflicted. Yeah, Gerard's feeling a little conflicted about it. I would say more angry than jealous. More like, what the hell is going on over there? So, and I do think that the flex in that anger is to kind of act a little wild, go wilding out a little bit. So I think there's a little wilding out there. Will he reach out soon? No. He's clamming up his mouth. He doesn't want you to know that he's got any feelings about it. And I do think he's going to be wilding out. Okay. So now, before we go any further, we got what's going on in his head. How do we change that? Because that's what we do over here. So what's your best course of action to change it? What is your best course of action? You know, kitten, you aren't talking in 3 weeks. So I'm going to tell you something. I do think your best course of action is to play this as straight as possible. So, like sometimes people will, post stories or reels or things like that to garner the attention of another. I see this. I've got a teenager. I see it all the time. Hang on. Sorry. Just had to make a note there. Play it as straight as possible. If you want Gerard back in your world, if you want Gerard back in your DMs and your text messages, play it straight. Don't try and bring him in. Don't try and get him to pay attention to any certain thing. Call up. You're not doing it for him. So I understood, but it's how they are received that he is whipping up into a little bit of a fury, and that's going to fuel him to act out. So if you reach out and you say, reach out and touch faith. If you reach out and you say, hey, let's get a coffee. Hey, let's have a bite to eat. Hey, let's talk. He may say, well, you're posting all those stories and I see you're all over town, flaunting it all over the place. It'll give you the opportunity to say, yeah, but I'm just going about my business. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not trying to disrupt your world. I'm not trying to, get you to pay attention or anything. Because that's unfortunately what people think sometimes with stories and reels. They think that we're posting them to garner the attention of others, and even if that's not your intent, you haven't posted a story for 3 weeks and you started to post like 2 times only. That's okay. So, if you want to talk to Gerard, be direct. Send a DM. I'd like to talk to you. How would that be received if you did that? How would that be received? He'll need more time because he needs more time just to make things right. Ooh, that one. I think Gerard is little, definitely kind of sowing some oats here. But I think it's out of anger and out of just kind of having his nose out of joint. So, perception is something that we really can't control on the other person's part. Like, we can't, efforts have to, okay, because he's doing nothing. Okay. So let's see. Is he a good partner for you? Is he a good counterpart? Now, I don't think that everything is complimentary. Yeah, that's going to continue. That business of not doing anything, I call it the flop, where people just kind of flop in a chair and they go, well, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to wait till somebody else does it. So if you have a sink full of dishes and nobody's doing it and everyone's just kind of sitting around gaming and just tra-la-lying, that there's going to be a doobie that gets in there and does the work. So I don't think that Gerard is one of those people that actually gets up and does things unless he absolutely has to in terms of relationship. So, if you're waiting for him to show up and perform, you have to tell him to. You got to say, listen, if you want this, come and get it. Before somebody else claims it. Because if you leave $100 bill on the counter, if you drop $100 bill in a parking lot, somebody's going to pick it up. Your $100 bill. So, if Gerard wants to leave that $100 bill on the ground and let somebody else pick it up, so be it. I do think that having someone who's a bit more dynamic and has some effort that is in the equation is going to be better for you. Not to say that you are flopping in the chair, but I do think that you need someone who's a bit more dynamic and going to participate. When we choose a partner, we want to lock hands with them and walk the walk. We don't want to get dragged. We're not going to go, I'm just not going to do anything. Carry me around like a princess, like as lovely as that would be. It's great. Even the ones that are treated like princesses, they actually put a lot more effort in, they put their efforts in a different way. So, I don't think your posts are engineered for Gerard, but they are inspiring a bit of anger in him. So, whoops, my screen's doing something crazy like a fox. So, just sometimes we got to reach out and grab what we want. So if you want it, reach out and grab it. If you don't want it, reach out and grab something else that's going to suit you better. So I hope that helps. I hope I didn't insult you. I was not trying to. All right, Pickles, gift a whole bunch of memberships. So thank you, Pickles, for bringing some more people in to this awesome and amazing community. And Emily says, I'm so blessed in my life. I'm always trying to find ways to pay it forward and make a difference with people. Any idea how I can make a difference to people less fortunate? Well, I mean, practical advice, find a, Ian said, homeless, school needs support, depending on what age it is. You go volunteer, read books for kids. Places that you can go, it's just practical advice, like places you can go, like your local library, your police department, schools, churches, synagogues, temples, anything like that. You can do that. Well, let's see where the universe wants you to go. Let's see where the universe thinks Emily is going to make a big impact. I'm looking for court cards here because that's going to tell us what kind of people really need you. Wheel of Fortune, that is your fortunate life. Seven of Pentacles. I want you to look back on the times in your life when you were at your wit's end. That is where you start. The times where you were in need. And that's where you start. So if you were in need, like for, I don't know, tutoring in math, like maybe that's where you start. If you were in need for shoes, maybe you go to a secondhand clothing store, a thrift shop, something like that. Maybe you do those things. That, I think, is a good place to start. Anything else? Anything else that I'm getting? This is help those that cannot control their world. So look back, those that can't control their world, they're sometimes infants. And this is, they have here in the United States, they have, I don't know if they have this in other countries, but they have people that volunteer to go hold newborns that are either abandoned at birth so that they have that nurturing content. The nurses can't hold them all day long. So, imagine when a baby is born, they are typically held by their mother a great deal. And so babies that maybe have substance issues, maybe the mother had a substance issue and she is no longer there or no longer involved with the baby for whatever reason. You can go and a lot of the babies that are born with substance detox. They really need to be held, and it's really a difficult time. It's a very special person that does that because sometimes those babies don't make it. Sometimes they have a lot of issues. But that's something that those are individuals that have no agency over what they do. So I say look back on the times in your life when you had a need and start there. And those are the people, because you have a reference point and there is a need in the world right now. So give that a shot. See how that works. See how that works, Emily. Okay. Oh, we got to the end of the list, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up. You know what? Think about it this way, guys, because you're all talking about the babies. Flower Garden, have a good life. Teenager safely home. I'm going to see if my teenager will speak to me when we finish up this live. We went 2.5 hours. This was a long live, guys. Dave Murphy got a little blessing from the universe. Now you got to pay it forward. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Dave? What are you going to do? Let's see. So yeah, those babies, very rewarding though, because you got to think about it. Those babies need to be held. They need to be cuddled, even if they're not going to make it. You want to be there to hold somebody's hand as they exit. And if those babies are there, even if they're, attached to equipment, you keep a hand on them. It's important. Every little soul counts. Remember that. Every little soul counts. So, oh God, Dave, you'll go broke if you do that. Yes, Zephyr, they should know somebody loved them and somebody cared. I'm getting emotional. I've never done that, guys. It's something that I've toyed with a few times. I've never really done that. So, Dave, I'm going to give you a little reading because you're my buddy. Dun, 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 dun. There's Dave getting ready to go to the United States. Judgment. Oh, there he is on his little journey. Dave, you are just going to be a sponge of America, and you are going to be sponging up all of the biscuits and gravy that we have here. So biscuits and gravy. So you're going to be a fish out of water, though. It's going to be really fun. You're definitely Nemo going into a going. Oh, you have a music degree, Emily. Yeah, incorporate that. Figure out, like, maybe it's music lessons for kids that can't afford them. Maybe it's that. Merc, if you call your hospital or social services and you tell them that you'd like to volunteer for that, there's a pretty involved screening process. They want to make sure, you're not crazy or psycho. But sometimes those people that do that are like foster families. They're there as like kind of, an entryway for foster, those kinds of things. So you may have to go through a pretty extensive screening process. But Dave, I think your trip to the United States is going to be great. Our family is looking forward to it. When we dropped Ella off at uni, I said, Dave Murphy's going to be here. And she's like, oh, the guy from Australia. And I said, yeah. I go, we'll figure out if we can swoop you up and get you over to visit him, have a little outing. So we got to go, an hour and a half to get her and then back to the city. So we'll figure it out. We'll see if we can get her here and if it's going to coordinate with some of the activities that are planned for Dave. She's a heck of a shot at the range. I'm just going to say she's really, really good. Like without even trying. So, Emily, yes, my pleasure. But guys, we are going to wrap this up. Let me put the banner, get the banner down, and we're going to cancel that. Oh, come on. Cancel that. There we go. And I'm just going to do. So all right, there we go. And away we go. So, private readings this evening. I am going to be open for instant readings. I got to take a few minutes. I got to go make up with my son. It is 18 degrees here in New Jersey. But I'm going to be live on Hypsee for private readings. They are voice, video, and chat readings. So we got something for everybody. You can also save a little bit, 15% on scheduled readings. You can book in the future to have a reading with me. But it's all good fun and all good advice. And I'm still working toward another goal. I've got 1 day left of bonuses for Hypsee. So what is my bonus right now? Where am I? My dashboard. Let's see. $122.82, and I will get another cash bonus from Hypsee, and it is my last 9 hours and 24 minutes. So I may stick around for all of that and see if I can get another cash bonus from them. So, hockey game. Ian, I think it's a little late in the day for us to get Dave to a hockey game, but I could call in some favors. I could see if we could get somebody to flip us some Devils tickets or something like that. So yes. Yeah. Well, no, Merc, I was just saying about the fostering and adoption and all that. The screening process, I believe, is pretty much the same. It's a pretty intense process. But so guys, I'm going to take about 10, 15 minutes for myself, and then I'm going to go live on my app, on the Hypsee app. As always, you can book with me. Penny D's been on the Hypsee app. She loves it. It works out great for her. You can also book with me through Calendly, and that both links are in my description. So guys, this has been real. This is super fun. And Dave, it is cold in New Jersey. We're playing hockey in the streets right now. Now we've got a hockey arena right here. So Dave, we've got to get on the phone with you and coordinate the itinerary for your trip and see where you're going to be, what you want to do, when you want us to steal you and take you into New Jersey. I want to make dinner for you here at the house. So, So we've got lots of plans, and we got to do a live. Everyone is asking if I will do a live with Dave Murphy at the house. So we've got to do a live for you. So things are going to be exciting. And I wish we could get Zeph out here, but she's not going to come up. She does not want to come to this freezing cold weather here. Get stuck in New Jersey. So, all right, boys and girls, I am going to call it a night. And hopefully I will see some of you over on the Hypsee app. I am going to be live on there. And like I said, just about 10 minutes, probably the bottom of the hour. I will do that. Double the trouble. I'm just wrapping up. This is the end of my rope, but I am going to be live on the Hypsee app for the foreseeable future, which I see clearly now. So, all right, kids, everybody, buckle up, buttercups. I got to get to work. I got to pay some bills. So thank you very much. Thank you for all the contributions. Thank you for your time. I am so grateful for your time. So many of you stayed through the entire live, and I just think it's great. I credit the company in the chat and the leadership of my mods. You guys are fantastic. But I bid you adieu. I'm going to make up with my son, and then I'm going to be live on the app. Like I said, links are down below in the description of this video. You can come and see me live, one-on-one, and have a private session. I will see you all in the future. Bye for now.